Hey everybody, Keith Hafner. I've been teaching in the blog the 10 Commandments of Parenting, and I've actually got, many dozen of commandments, but I want to talk about one that I posted a couple weeks ago. It's called Thou Shalt Read, and I think everybody would agree that reading is important, and one of the most important things that you can pass along to your kids. And there is such a connection between people who read and are self-motivated to read and how successful they become, and people that struggle with reading or have never really caught on with reading, the difficulties that they face as they get older. But what I want to talk about just very briefly here is what sort of climate promotes that in a person's house. And I said, thou shalt read. And I went on to say that you need to read in front of your kids, and you need to read to your kids, and you, as the kids get older, need to have them read back to you. And sometimes you need to read in spite of your kids. I hear that from parents sometimes. I'd love to read, but with the kids I can't. I think it's important enough that you need to find time to keep your own reading muscles flexed. You know, one of the things that I'm all about digital, and I love my Kindle so much, but I think one of the things that it lacks is that it does not allow kids to have that relationship with books that is so vital to instilling the skill and the habit of reading. I think when in your house, if books are sort of thought of as toys, you're on the right track. In other words, books are ubiquitous. They are handled. They are, your books are wearing out because they're falling in the bathtub and the kids are reading in the yard and they get rained on. And I think the rattier your books are, the more on track you are with this. But I was talking with Jason and Ian and asking them about, they've turned out to be voracious readers, very accomplished readers, and at a very young age I had them reading books that adults read, classic literature that adults read, and I think that they are in agreement just that reading was expected and time was allowed for reading and opportunity, and books were valued. I was asking Ian about what it was, and he said, well, it was just like brushing your teeth. You were going to read, and that was just part of the fabric of the household. And so I just remind you to put a premium on that, to allocate budget, to allocate time, to pass this skill along to your kids. Thou shalt read.